Well, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Gamer Shop Simulator, where we are actually kind of like slowly but surely, eventually going to be starting to hang on a sec, wrap up this series. Oh, damn it! Just get it while you're here. Yeah, wait, shop's closed. Oh, we don't. Yeah, right. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna be wrapping up the series eventually here soon. It's just because like there's we're running out of stuff, right? We're running out of stuff to do mostly, but I don't know. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this on the docket for sure. This will be a game I will continuously have on the docket, just in case if for whatever reason, what is it? For whatever reason, they update this game. I will come back and I will show you updates and we'll be back to that. By the way, somebody I think mentioned, how about like putting these shelves back here? And I tried to do that in one of the episodes, and unfortunately you just can't put anything in the back of the warehouse for some reason. I don't know why. I wish you could. That'd be kind of cool. But even like these like themselves, look at, there is something up there. Look at that. Way up there. You see that? What is up there? Let's actually move these out of the way. Let's put these like over here. There's like a little tiny box. What was that for? Yeah, it was a chair. It was a blue chair. Very good. Let's move these out of the way. Anyways, yeah. So anytime there's gonna be any updates to this game, I'll come back. If it's substantial enough, I'll come back and we'll take a vibe on it. Anyways, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a good weekend as they experienced a little bit of Super Bowl action, a little bit of Valentine's, stuff that we've already talked about. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Good weekend indeed. Got some Valentine's going on, Guess who's my Valentine? Danielle. Surprise. No, but she actually got me a little tiny gift. Like I wasn't expecting a gift, but she did. She got me a gift, dude, and it was dope. It was so cool. Hang on a sec. Look at this. Right here. Yeah. See this? Check this out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these pops. She got me pops. She got me pops. Got me some of the coolest pops I've ever seen. I've never seen this. I got all three. Boys to Men, by the way. Yeah, so if you don't listen to Boys to Men, I don't know, do yourself a favor and go listen. Yeah, so anyways, she knows I'm a big Boys to Men fan. 112. A lot of different I could sit here and tell you and go through my freaking Apple Music, mostly 90s hip hop, R&B. But I mean, look at this. I'm wearing a freaking for anyone that knows. Yeah. Anyways, but I digress. Anyway, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna kind of fill out the store. We want to fill out the store as much as we can. We definitely do. We want to fill out the store as much as we can because that's all we can do. That's all that we can do. Now take a look at this real quick. This is a son of a bitch. I tell you what. I'm not happy. I'm not happy, dude. It's like we get one step back, one step forward, and then look at 2 steps. What are you doing? Stop it. Stop effing with me, man. Okay. Well, we got it back. I think, actually, you know what's funny about that? Now that I see, since we checked on that and we pulled the cash out of the cash box, as soon as we took the cash out of the cash box, our ratings changed. So I wonder if the rating is changing, or the stars at least, are changing due to us taking cash out of the cash box. I don't know. But all I know is that we need to get in chairs so that we can fill in that back room or the side room. We'll get a bunch of chairs in, right? So let's do that right away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like that's not enough. That is not enough. Maybe 10 of each. Can we do 10 each? Is that going to be enough? 9,000? Yeah, that'll be enough. Cool. And then monitors. No, we could get a couple, I don't know. Keyboards. Maybe. Really, I wanted to get in more of these computer powered tees and kind of just flush out the rest of the lower tiered computers. I don't want to have mice and mouse pads anymore, just because they're so small and so they take forever to sell, and then people are not drawn to it. You know what I mean? So let's see here. Let's go. Oh, we do need to get in more tables too. So let's go. Maybe 4 tables. We do need to get more VR. That might be too much. $18,000. Okay, so what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna get rid of the tables. Well, 2 tables, 3 tables, 4 tables. Still a little too much, huh? Yep, still a little too much. Okay, so let's get rid of this. And send it, I guess. One Oculus is gonna have one like controller, the other, you know, whatever, dude. Anyways, that's probably the most money we've ever had was like $16,000. Kind of great, dude. Look at the boxes. Love the boxes. All right, let's bring in the chairs and do all that. Anyways, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Glad that you could click on the video. Glad to take your time out of your day to hang out with me and just chill out and watch a forehead deal with setting up a gamer shop, apparently. Now, in other series, I've talked about other, certain types of things, but some people don't watch all the series like together, right? So some people are gonna hear this again, but I'm gonna say it because it kind of relates to this. So there's a new game coming out called Big Ambitions, and I don't know why, but like for some reason, like I'm just like super hyped for this game. Big Ambitions is like an RPG business management type game, I guess you could say. And it's a cross between Tiny Lives, right? Tiny Lives, if you've seen that series on the channel, Tiny Lives, The Tenants, and like King of Retail. It's like kind of cool, right? It's very cool. I'm very like excited for it. Like I'm super jealous of the bigger YouTubers that get to play it. Like, they're playing it right now on their channel, and I'm like, I want to watch it, but at the same time, I don't want to spoil it, because I want to, like, give a genuine reaction when I play it, so I'm like, I'm just sitting, I'm just sitting here, like, you know, I'm just trying to be me, I guess, I don't know, but I'm super jealous, yeah, I'm jealous. Now, I think in the last episode, we talked about copyright issues, and how, I got not struck, but like I just got copyrighted on that stream that we did last week, and like a 7-hour stream, like this is the problem. Like I don't care about the ad monetization about it. I care about the demonetization, where for some of you people that don't know, like when a video gets demonetized, yeah, obviously you can't like make advertisement on it. But that's not the big deal for me. The big deal is that when a video does get son of a bitch. When a video does get demonetized, it actually restricts the video to going to being available to be played in certain countries. So if a video is demonetized, the video itself can't be played in certain countries, and there's tons and tons and tons of like the whole backstage of YouTube. There's so much to it. So that's what I'm kind of upset. I'm more upset of the video not being able to reach more people or other people or people that are subscribed from different countries, because I know I'm internationally my forehead is like all over the like world. Like, come on. You know that. But, you know, when you do get demonetized, you don't get to have your forehead around the entire world. There's restrictions in countries, and everything is different from from country to country. And so for people that don't actually know the real thing about YouTube is that when you watch a video, right? You watch an advertisement, so and so, and that's that, you know, cool, right? The channel you're watching, and you watch an advertisement, that channel gets a kickback for, you know, whatever it is. Like, it's not a big deal with a 7-hour stream, because that stream probably made in advertising like a freaking dollar. And it probably will like make another dollar a year from now. But what happens is that YouTube in itself has, and a lot of people don't know this, YouTube has big budgets, right? They have advertisement budgets that that are kind of based off of quarters. Like, you know how like a company has like quarterly budget, right? Well, YouTube kind of has the same with advertising. And so during the year, you know, January through December, months and months and months, certain months are very, very kind, very good to creators, because maybe that month or that quarter, YouTube had enough money to spend a lot budgetary. Is that right to say budgetary? It was in their budget to hash out X amount of dollars for advertising, and when they are able to pay for a lot of advertising, right? You can see where the chain of effects go in. Oh, more money for advertising means more money to obtain advertisements, and then advertisements in return kick back more to channels and things like that. So historically, like after I can't believe we sold those VRs that fast. Historically, after December, after New Year's, the hype is down, right? Because during Halloween, during Thanksgiving, during November, October, December, whatever holiday it is. Like I know those are like, especially Thanksgiving is like a very American based holiday, but Black Friday sales. That's why I kind of brought that up, I guess. Those things are that's the prime. That's the prime for YouTube to use their budget to really go all in on advertising. So you can see that I actually have a couple more I need to do. Hang on a sec. You can see where most of their money is spent during the holidays, spent when people are going to be buying things. So historically, January, February, March, there's not a big budget for advertising, and we have to like kind of split it between all of us and creators, so your payout is a lot less. So right now this is like the slow time of YouTube where you don't get paid that much. Not until the holidays come, and so that's something that people don't realize. Like people think that you make advertisements and you get X amount of money, but what people don't understand is that it changes every month, every quarter. It changes. Like I could do so bad in December, right? For instance, I could do so bad in December and get paid decent, and I can do so good in January and get paid the same amount because it's all about how much money is there to be dished out to everybody, right? Does that make sense? Now some people don't realize that now with this whole like shorts thing, YouTube shorts, YouTube is kind of like zoning in on YouTube shorts, and there's only X amount of money for compensation for YouTube shorts. Does that make any sense? So 2, 3, 5, 10,000. Yes. So what happens is like YouTube will be like, okay, we have a budget of $500 billion to give out to all content creators that make YouTube shorts. That's it. $500 billion. I think maybe it was like $100 billion last year, and they changed it this year. They're up in the budget type thing. So between all that money, it all has to be dished out to everyone, and a percentage wise and all that, and that goes to everyone that can make content around the world type thing, right? There's only so much money that goes around. You know what I mean? It's not the same as advertisements, but you can kind of see budgets, right? You don't realize that there's budgets until you really take a deep dive into it. So yes, there is budgets. So going back to the whole like demonetization thing about how that video was demonetized, I don't like it. I'm not gonna make I honestly, like I said, I probably made $1 off that stream in advertisements. Now again, generosity of people super chatting, members, that's totally different. But the video that just stands alone and that people just watch it casually, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? All that I'm really worried about is it not being accessible to other countries, because a lot of people from other countries watch the channel. That is what it is. So I do feel bad on that end, and what was I gonna do was I got some good feedback in the comments, and usually you can take action, and you can be like, oh yeah, you know what I'll do is I can YouTube has this YouTube has this like tool that if there is a copyright on your channel, or sorry, not a copyright on your channel, but copyright on your video, that you can go in and use the YouTube Editor Studio, and then just be like, you know what, during this time and this time, the timestamps, you can go ahead and just mute it, and then that fixes the problem. Now I've had and done that in the past before, but for some reason this time it wasn't available. I don't know why. I don't know why it wasn't available. I don't know why I couldn't just go into the edit and just mute the 90 seconds of the credits. It just wasn't. The only thing that I could have done was dispute it, and say that I'm the owner of it, which obviously I'm not. I did not write the song. I did not play the song. I do not own the song. So I kind of just ignored it. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. We'll just leave it be. And the devs never got back to me. So, you know, they got other priorities. They don't need to worry about this guy, you know, worrying about a stream. They don't need to worry about that. Well, not that they don't need to, but they're not going to. So, I'm not, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. It's all right. Again, the only real problem that I had with it was that it just wasn't available to everyone. Because I've talked about this before. Like, I don't want people to be excluded. And then when stuff like that happens and you get demonetized, unfortunately, out of your control, people get excluded. And there's like a giant list of countries that get excluded, which sucks. So, something that people don't understand also, something that people don't realize as well, like the casual viewer or whatever it might be, going back to the whole advertising, and advertising budgetary system. Now, here's an example. This is a very kind of just short summary, brief example that some people don't know about. That is, advertisements. You know, we already went through the whole payout and how payment is fluctuated practically every month, mostly on quarters, fiscal quarters, or fiscal years, quarters. It all changes. It changes constantly. That's why if you've ever heard anyone say, you know, YouTube is kind of like a roller coaster. It's up and down. It's ups and downs, and that's true because YouTube has its ups and downs. Like, I could have a fantastic, like, what happens is you have a good month or a decent month. You know, like let's just say there's a decent month, right? Let's just say there's a decent month in January and there's a decent month in February. So a decent month, oh, you know, I made X amount of dollars. That's pretty good. Let me replicate that. And then I'll replicate that and be like, oh, same stats, you know, around the same views, same this, same that, less pay. And that's just because it's different. It changes all the time. So when there's stuff for our disposal, stuff for us to have. So memberships, right? We talk about memberships. Memberships is the best way. Actually, I want to fill this all with like microphone dildos or something. I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyways, that's why like memberships are a big deal to the channels, because it gives you an idea, or it gives the creator an idea of like how much they can expect, because they will never know how much money to expect when they are. Do I have enough room back there? Did the table sell yet? I have one. They never know how much they're gonna get on advertising because it changes constantly every month. But if you have memberships, you kind of have an idea, like, okay, I can expect this month. Patreon's the same thing. I can expect this, you know, per month, which makes things a little bit more stable, you know, stabilizes it a little bit, kind of gives people less anxiety, less stress to worry about. So yeah, that's the whole idea. Now, there is in the future, I don't know if YouTube's made this public yet. I'm sure they will eventually, but us creators, we have the, you know, get a little bit of spicy, you know, this is what YouTube's planning on doing, you know, kind of like behind the scenes, and they are planning on doing something similar that Twitch does this year. They're going to implement it here in the next couple of months. They're actually using it right now on some of the, on some other channels that were randomly selected. But if you've ever watched like Twitch or anything like that, and you ever experience gifted subs, yeah, that's coming to YouTube. Just so you guys know, that's coming to YouTube. So YouTube is directly, I don't want to say directly competing, but they are going to be doing the same thing, and it's another way to get more people into it, I guess. I don't know. So what will happen is that here in the next couple of months, once it is implemented in everybody's channel that is eligible, of course, there will be gifted memberships, which is cool. Like it's really cool. So it kind of includes people, right, that maybe can't afford a membership that day, or maybe just never have became a member, or it gives that inclusion even more for people to, like I said, if you watch Twitch, you ever do Twitch, you ever seen Twitch, you ever seen or been a part of a Twitch where you gifted a sub, or you got a sub, or you wore a sub, like, you understand. So gifted memberships are coming very soon. And like I said, the next couple of months to the channel, to our channel, to everybody's channel. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a nice pick me up, right? Also, another thing that's coming to YouTube that is gonna be helping out a lot is called YouTuber Brand Connects. So something new is YouTuber Brand Connects. So what that is essentially is, let's buy a couple of. What that is essentially is, might as well just send it, dude. Let's just fill up that entire shelf. Let's get funky with it. YouTube Brand Connects is going to be a new tool that YouTube introduces for content creators where you can connect with brands. Easy. They can find you easier. You can apply for brands. And it's just another way for content creators to kind of get sponsorships out there. Now, that might hurt the viewers' ears, oh shit, here comes sponsorships incoming. Sponsorships do help, right? Obviously, they help channels grow. They help channels sustain. They help channels be them, not be themselves, but more or less help them exist, right? And I've never done a sponsorship on this channel. Never had the opportunity. Never had, well, I take that back. I've had the opportunity, but no. I've had like companies come to me and say, hey, can you do this? Like, can you show this off to your audience? And it was like, and we'll give you like money. I guess that's a sponsorship, yeah. And it was like a freaking phone case, like this phone case brand. And I was like, no. Why would I do that? Why would anybody like that watch the videos give a damn about your cheap ass phone case? Like, I don't give a damn, dude. No, I'm not showing my viewers cheap ass phone case for $1,000. Like, some other people might jump on that, but I'm like, no. Get the hell out of me. Not out of me, but get the hell out of my emails and don't ever talk to me again. So I've had like stuff like that come through. I've had other things, just pointless things, but I've never had anything. Okay, so this is the point. I've never had anything that fit the channel, and that's the big deal. Is like, yes, one day I would like to get a sponsorship, of course, of some sort, but at the same time, or at least like an affiliate link, something. Like, I don't even have really much of an affiliate link, and I know a lot of people like that watch my videos. They're like, yo, because of discovering your channel, I bought like 6 games. And I'm like, yo, developers that, like, hello, developers want to give me a little bit of, like, kickback on that because I'm exposing these people to your fantastic game, stuff like that. But it's not a big deal. I don't care. I'm just glad that you guys are having fun with the games because, there's so many, like, types of games. And, like, even for Steam, like, there's so many Steam games, like, over 50,000 Steam games. Like, people just don't realize these games exist. And, that's awesome. But anyways, I've applied for sponsorships for some games and they just ignore me because they're like, yeah, dude, you're too small for me. And I'm like, all right, thanks. That's what my wife said. Just kidding. Anyways, no. Jokes. I like jokes. Anyways. Yeah, no. So, I had to keep you on your feet, man. If I don't keep you on your feet, then what is this conversation about, right? Anyways, yeah, so, the perfect time, the perfect place, but it's kind of frustrating when you see, like, I get a little frustrated a little bit because like, and I really shouldn't get frustrated. I should be happy. But you know, I put in a lot of time and a lot of work and a lot of this and that, and some people just get really lucky, and that's fine, dude. Get lucky, go get lucky. I'm happy where I'm at, and I could never like a year ago. So where was I? Let's backtrack a little bit, right? Let's backtrack for anyone that didn't had no idea. Anyone that had no idea about this channel, where were you 1 year ago? What's today? February. Okay, so February. So last year, 2021. Where were you exactly 1 year from now? Well, I can tell you exactly where I was in January of 2021. So exactly in January of 2021, I had less than 500 subscribers. Isn't that crazy, dude? I had less than 500 subscribers. Like almost like 13 months ago. And now we're trying to sit here and push to 6K. Like that's incredible. That's incredible itself. I am very humbled. It's awesome. Never ever imagined that to ever happen to me. And I don't know, like, so one thing that I go about, and like, okay, so there's a little bit of a word that triggers me a little bit, and I hate to use it, and I probably will refuse to use it until like the day I die. Like, I like to say YouTubers, right? I like to say the word YouTubers. Oh yeah, there's this YouTuber I watch, and it's kind of like a, what the frick? It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. So I watch YouTubers just like everybody else, right? We all watch YouTube. If you're watching YouTube, you watch 10, 20, 30 different other people on this platform. But like, I never call myself a YouTuber because, one, I personally don't feel like I've earned that respect. That's one. Two, I don't even know if I want to call myself a YouTuber because, like, YouTuber used to be a cool term, right? YouTuber used to be like a, not a royalty term, but it used to mean something once upon a time. But like, in the last couple of years, and I'm sure you guys understand and know, like, hey, guess what? YouTubers now are all about making money. And yeah, there's money to be made on YouTube, but there's money to be made anywhere in the freaking world. So, you know, whatever. The problem is that YouTubers nowadays, and I see it sometimes, and it disgusts me, dude. It disgusts the shit out of me sometimes. Like, how hard people are willing to honestly be fake as fuck. I'll just say it straight. Like, be fake as fuck to the point where, like, they don't give a damn and all they care about is the money and, like, the dollar sign. Like, oh my God. Like, that's kind of the stigma almost, right? The stigma that kind of, it's manifests itself over the, like, past couple years where, like, YouTubers are now, like, these fake ass fake ass people that just go for the clickbait, that go for the money, that go for the sponsorship, that go for this and that. So like, I've always refused to like kind of call myself a YouTuber because there's that stigma. And so like, that's why I always say like, oh yeah, content creation. I'd rather be known as a content creator probably more than known as a YouTuber. And that's no shade to YouTube. I love this platform. I love YouTube. I've used YouTube, you know, like, what is it, like 15 years now since this platform been out. I think a couple of days ago it was like YouTube's birthday. So maybe 16 years now, but like, this is a good, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. And I would have to guess that you guys enjoy it too, right? So, I mean, I enjoy YouTube more than Twitch. I do. And I think the reason why I enjoy YouTube more than Twitch is strictly because the community that you can build on YouTube is far more diverse and far more, it's definitely diverse. Like there's so many like walks of life on YouTube compared to Twitch. I feel like 100%. And um I feel like I can connect more on YouTube over than Twitch, like when it comes to people. And I have. And I think that's why we're pushing almost 6K 1 year later, right? So I have for sure. Anyways, but like I said, the stigma behind like the whole term YouTuber is just, I don't know. It's not, I don't know if it's something I want to be a part of, at least right now. Maybe if it changes in the future where people aren't like, just like, I don't know, dude. One thing I've never understood in life is greed. Like, I've never understood that. I really never understood that. Like, you always want to be like, if you wake up in the morning, right? You wake up in the morning and you're pissed off and you're stressing already because you don't have this or you don't have that. Like, first of all, just like take a step back for a sec, you know, and be like, where did I wake up? Let's do that. Where did I wake up? And I think depending on where you wake up at should be a sign, right? It should be a sign. Wherever you wake up, that should affect how you are. You know, nobody else's bullshit should matter. Nobody's other possessions should matter. Wherever you wake up should matter. So, if you wake up in a bed with a roof over your head, in a house, not doing that bad. You're not doing that bad. And I guess really what I'm trying to say is like, be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. Because some people don't have that, you know? And like, that should be your first thought when you wake up in the morning. Like, I just slept, had a good night's sleep. I woke up in a nice warm bed. This is pretty damn cool, you know? Some people kind of take that shit for granted. But anyways, it kind of goes back to the whole like greed thing. Something that I just never understood. Like, and I don't know, dude. Some like YouTubers like, and this happens like to vloggers a lot. You know, the people that videotape their lives every damn day. It's not so much of a gaming thing. Well, there is gamers out there, gaming channels that do get a little bit greedy, but it's mostly like the whole vlogging scene. Like, god damn, dude. It's never enough for them. It's absolutely never enough. And I used to watch some vloggers. But the problem is that when they get big or bigger, and this again, strictly for the vloggers, not so much the gamers. When they get big or bigger, like when they're starting out, they're all freaking wholesome, right? They're like, oh, you know, good, all this, haha, yay, I'm just happy to be here. And then they get bigger, and then they get bigger, and then all of a sudden, their head gets so huge, and then they start making some actual like big boy money, and then for some reason they're like better than everybody else. What the hell switches in your head to say, hey, I'm better than you because I got this money and you don't? I don't have to listen to you anymore. Like, what the never understood that, dude. Never understood that. Like, some of these people, I doubt, and I know I've said this like a lot, but some people just don't realize, like, for instance, in one of my series, one of my series right now, like one of my active series, I've had people say like, dude, it like hurts my ears. Like, you irritate the fuck out of me because you can't pronounce words correctly. And my response is like, I'm sorry. You know, I can't pronounce words correctly. I'm not as educated probably as you. And I'm not gonna like pretend that I am. You know, I might not be as educated as you. I'm sorry that I can't pronounce the English freaking language correctly, because if I could, I would, but I can't, because it's just something I had other shit to worry about in school. I had other shit to worry about, and that was shit that probably you didn't have to worry about. You know what I mean? So like, we all have our different walks of life. Like, I've talked about it before. I had to wake up in a Motel 6 and go to fucking high school and like pretend everything was okay. And by the way, try not to get made fun of because you woke up at a Motel 6 on your way to fucking school, and try not to get bullied. Like, I had other stressors going on than to pronounce the word, whatever the fuck the word is. You know, whatever the word is. Like, sorry, there was a lot on my mind, so I didn't really get I wasn't into, like, honor rolls freaking classes. I wasn't into, like, college prep classes. My education level went only so high. And, like, if I could, I would definitely for sure pronounce a word correctly for you. But I'm sorry, I can't. And then somebody else was like, hey, you know, it's like, you have a vocabulary of a junior high student. And I'm just like, all right. Thanks for that. Like, you don't need to, I guess, point out the obvious, but I guess you did. And so it's like, I don't know. I'm not hiding who I am, and I don't give a damn what you think, because I am who I am. Like, hey, there's a little bit of Eminem reference. Shout out to the Super Bowl. A little bit of Eminem reference, and you know, it's like, if you can't deal and you can't hang, then I don't want to bang. But yeah, it's like, some of us grew up different, dude, and like, don't let the little things bug you, because if you're worried about me pronouncing a word or me having a terrible vocabulary, then I think maybe, possibly, you don't have a lot to worry about in life, right? You probably don't have a lot to worry about if you're worried about how I say things, because I'll be honest with you, thousands of people. I'm like, next month, I potentially could hit the 1 million mark in views on the channel. Like, that's like a big deal to me. Like 1 million views for the channel. Out of the 1 million views, I don't get a lot of people saying, hey, I couldn't listen to your shit because the way you pronounce things, or hey, your vocabulary is a child. Like, nobody really has said that to me before, so it's like, right. Problems, right? What problems do we have here? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Does it look like I have like books behind me? Does it look like I read books? Does it look like I train myself to read books? No, I don't. I just don't have the sorry, by the way, spoiler alert, reading books. I would love to read books. There's some awesome books I would love to get into. There's an awesome series I would love to like definitely dive into. Problem is, I don't have the best attention span when it comes to that kind of thing. Like, I don't have the great imagination, like comprehension, like reading comprehension is not my strong suit. So I can read words, but for me to comprehend the words, that's a whole nother level. You know what I mean? Like, I can read words, but like to understand what's being said or what's going on, it's difficult. Cool. Like, it's hard for me to do. And like, I know like for some people, it's not difficult, and they're like, it's not that difficult. Well, it's kind of like riding a bike or playing sports. Like, I can go play baseball. I can go play softball. Easy, dude. That shit's easy. Basketball. I can go play basketball. That shit's easy. I can make it look easy. But at the same time, you might be like, oh, you might not be able to make it look easy. Like, that might be hard to you. You know, it's like, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. And that's my weakness. Sorry. If like, you don't know how irritating it is. Because guess what? English is my only language. And I can barely speak it. Like, that's freaking frustrating to me, dude. It's so frustrating to me. Like, I get it. Trust me. I wish I could be an encyclopedia. I wish I could be a dictionary, but I can't. And I probably will never be. And, you know, as you get older, it's harder to learn, you know? The more you, like, that's why we learn during school. That's why we learn at a young age. That's why we do this and that. It's easier to learn when you're younger. When you're older, not so easy. You know? Anyways, I think that's going to do it in today's episode. It's been a good episode. Nice little talk with you. Our store is filling out slowly but surely. As you can see, I'm kind of trying to fill in as much as I can. Like with, hang on a sec. With like this. Look at this. Like, this looks intimidating as hell. But I'm kind of at the point where it's like we're making so much money, just send it and just make it look ridiculous, and that's what I'm kind of doing with this shelf. And even over here, like consoles kind of laying out, you know. I would like to get, you know, higher ratings, but you know what? Let's actually see here. Did our star go up by any chance? Let's see. Let's see. Possibly not, right? There's not a good chance that it did. Oh, is it 12? 12's better than nothing, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, everyone, that's going to do it in today's episode. Thank you all for coming by and hanging out with me today. It's been a pleasure and a freaking honor. And I will see you guys in the next video, wherever that may be. And do as always, take care.
Hey there, stranger, I was just thinking about the last time. It feels like last night. Yeah.